So, you went to Dubai. You landed at the world-famous airport, stepped out into the shimmering city, and felt the buzz of a place that seems to never sleep. The skyscrapers towered above you, the air was thick with excitement, and every corner seemed to promise something new and extraordinary. You posted the pictures, posed in front of the Burj Khalifa, and maybe even tried to get that perfect shot for your Instagram feed, hoping to capture the magic of the city in a single frame. You rode a camel in the golden desert, felt the sand between your toes, and maybe bought a rug at a mall souk, bargaining with a smile as you soaked in the scents and colors of the market. Congratulations, you've seen the UAE. Or have you? Maybe you're starting to wonder if there's more to this country than what you've just experienced. Visiting Dubai is like seeing Times Square and thinking you've experienced all of America. It's dazzling, it's iconic, but it's just one piece of a much bigger puzzle. Dubai is the global brand, flashy, record-breaking, and always in the spotlight. It's a city that's constantly reinventing itself, where the future is built every day, and where luxury is the norm, not the exception. But saying Dubai is the UAE is like saying Hollywood is America. Sure, it's the face everyone recognizes, but it's not the whole story. The UAE is a federation of 7 Emirates, each with its own character, history, and heartbeat. Dubai may be the superstar, but the supporting cast is just as fascinating. The real UAE is just beyond the highways and air-conditioned bus stops. It's waiting for you in the places where the city lights fade and the landscape opens up. It's a place with a different rhythm, a different soul. Here, you'll find villages where time seems to slow down, where the call to prayer echoes across the sand, and where hospitality is a way of life, not just a slogan. Dubai is an engineering marvel, a playground for the world, but it's a curated luxury experience. It's a city built to impress, to dazzle, to make you feel like anything is possible. The other 6 Emirates? They offer something else, a slower pace, deeper traditions, and a connection to the land that you can't find in the shadow of a skyscraper. In Fujairah, you'll see rugged mountains and ancient forts. In Ras Al Khaimah, you'll find history etched into every stone. In Al Ain, families gather in lush oases, sharing stories under the shade of date palms. So let's take a road trip. Leave the glitz behind. Pack your bags, fill up the tank, and get ready to see a side of the UAE that most visitors never even imagine. Trade Lamborghinis for Land Cruisers, because out here it's not about speed or style. It's about adventure, resilience, and discovering the wild heart of the desert. Swap Michelin stars for roadside shawarma, where the flavors are bold, the spices are real, and every bite tells a story of the people who call this place home. Exchange infinity pools for the infinite desert, where the horizon stretches on forever and the silence is broken only by the wind and the call of a distant falcon. We're going to the places where the UAE's heart truly beats, where tradition and modernity meet, and where every encounter is a chance to see the country through new eyes. Buckle up. The real United Arab Emirates is more complex, beautiful, and surprising than you think. It's a land of contrasts, of stories waiting to be told, and of experiences that will change the way you see this part of the world. And trust me, it's worth the journey. Let's go. The adventure starts now, and the real UAE is ready to welcome you. Dubai's motto? Why be big when you can be the biggest? Indoor ski slopes, palm-shaped islands, supercar police, everything's a spectacle. Brunch is a sport, malls are theme parks, and the skyline is a contest in steel and glass. For tourists, it's a fantasy, luxury, comfort, and convenience in a climate-controlled bubble. But bubbles are separate from their surroundings. The relentless pursuit of more can feel disconnected from the UAE's roots. Sometimes the local Emirati flavor is just another attraction on the menu. Head north to Ras Al Khaimah, Rak, where the landscape transforms. Skyscrapers give way to the Hajar Mountains, ancient and silent. Here, adventure means hiking wadis, climbing Jebel Jais, or flying down the world's longest zipline. The thrill is powered by nature, not engineering. Explore forts like Daya, built for defense, not Instagram. Wander through ghost towns like Al Jazeera Al Hamra, where history is tangible. Life is simpler. Family, community, and the land matter most. Locals gather for strong Arabic coffee, fishermen bring in the day's catch. This is the UAE's authentic, unpretentious side. Long before malls, there were mountains, and their beauty still endures. Now, east to Fujairah, where the Hajar Mountains crash into the Gulf of Oman. The coastline is wild, rocky coves, pristine beaches, and blue waters teeming with marine life. Scuba diving and snorkeling here reveal coral reefs, turtles, and even whale sharks. The main attraction isn't man-made, it's the untamed ocean. Visit the ancient Al-Bidya Mosque, a humble reminder of deep Islamic heritage. Eat fresh seafood by the beach, watch dhows sail the harbor. Life moves with the tides, relaxed, simple, and real. Fujairah is a breath of fresh air, far from the city's hustle. Next door to Dubai is Sharjah, the UAE's cultural capital. No bars, no nightclubs, just a treasure trove of museums and heritage. The Heart of Sharjah project restores old souks and traditional houses, celebrating history as a living part of daily life. Architecture here tells a different story: domes, mosaics, and elegant archways. Stroll the Al Majaz waterfront, see families enjoying the evening. Sharjah is quieter, more family-oriented, and deeply invested in art and intellect. Weekends mean parks, galleries, and book fairs. Here, culture and knowledge are the real wealth. The soul of the UAE is found in its stories, not just its skyscrapers. Now we journey south, deep into the Rub Al Khali, the legendary empty quarter. This is a place where the world seems to pause, and time itself stretches out beneath the endless sky. Here the desert is not just a landscape, but a living, breathing entity, one that has shaped the history, culture, and spirit of the Arabian Peninsula for centuries. The world's largest sand desert is a realm of extremes, vast, silent, and profoundly humbling. As the sun rises, it paints the dunes in shades of gold and rose, revealing a landscape that is both beautiful and unforgiving. The silence here is absolute, broken only by the whisper of the wind as it sculpts the ever-shifting sands. There are no buildings, no roads, just an endless sea of dunes rolling to the horizon under a sky so clear and vast it feels infinite. The absence of human presence is striking, a reminder of how small we are in the face of nature's grandeur. To venture here you need more than just a sense of adventure. A sturdy 4x4 is essential, as is the guidance of someone who knows the land intimately, a local guide who understands the desert's moods and mysteries. Above all, you need respect. For the land, for its dangers, and for its deep ancient wisdom. The reward for those who make the journey? A sense of spiritual solitude that is hard to find anywhere else. As the sun sets, the dunes catch fire with color, shifting from gold to crimson to deep purple. The desert becomes a living canvas, and you are its only audience. For thrill seekers, dune bashing offers an adrenaline rush like no other, racing up and down the steep slopes, feeling the power of the desert beneath your wheels. But for many, the true magic comes after dark, when the sky fills with stars and the silence becomes almost sacred. Here, you can lie back on the cool sand and watch the universe unfold above you, undisturbed by city lights or noise. This is Bedouin country, home to people who have learned to thrive in this harsh environment, whose traditions are woven into the very fabric of the desert. The Bedouin are known for their resilience, their hospitality, and their deep connection to the land. Their stories and songs echo across the dunes, carrying the wisdom of generations. Spend a night at a desert camp, and you'll experience a different kind of luxury, one measured not in material comforts, but in moments of genuine connection. Share tea and stories by the fire, listen to the haunting melodies of traditional music, and feel the warmth of community under a sky ablaze with stars. The true desert lies far beyond the touristy safaris near Dubai. Out here, the landscape is raw and untouched, a place where you can lose yourself, and perhaps find something deeper. The further you go, the more the desert reveals its secrets, rewarding those who seek authenticity over convenience. The empty quarter is the UAE's raw, powerful heart, a place of myth and legend, where sandstorms can rise without warning and the horizon seems to stretch forever. It is a land that demands respect, but offers unforgettable beauty in return. To truly understand this country, you must listen to the desert's silence. In that silence, you'll find stories older than any city, and a sense of peace that lingers long after you've left the sands behind. Let's talk culture clash. Dubai is a city where the world collides, where East meets West and tradition dances with modernity. Every street corner is a crossroads of cultures, languages, and expectations. For many, it's a place of wonder, but also of surprises. Imagine an American stepping off the plane, suitcase in hand, expecting a city that feels familiar, maybe a little exotic but still comfortable. Instead, they're greeted by a skyline that rivals Manhattan, highways that stretch for miles, and the comforting glow of Starbucks signs on every corner. It's both foreign and strangely familiar, but beneath the surface, things work a little differently here. Time, for example, is a flexible concept. Inshallah, God willing, can mean 2 p.m. or maybe after coffee or maybe tomorrow. Schedules bend and flow with the rhythm of conversation and hospitality. For someone used to strict timetables, it's both bewildering and refreshing. Hospitality here isn't just a custom, it's a way of life. If you're offered coffee, you accept, even if it's your 5th tiny cup of the day. Each cup is a gesture of welcome, a bridge between worlds, and a chance to pause and connect. Step into a bustling souk, and you'll find that shopping is an art form. Prices aren't set in stone. Haggling is expected, almost like a friendly duel. It's not about winning or losing, but about sharing a moment, a laugh, and maybe a story or two. Americans, eager to try their hand at bargaining, often find themselves outmatched by shopkeepers who have mastered the game. But it's all in good fun. Smiles are exchanged, deals are struck, and everyone walks away with a story to tell. family and community are the heart of Emirati life. Decisions, big or small, are made together, with input from parents, grandparents, cousins, and friends. It's a tapestry of relationships woven tightly and cherished deeply. Extended families often live just steps apart, sharing meals, celebrations, and everyday moments. Here, the group's needs come before the individual's desires, a concept that can feel foreign but also comforting to visitors from more individualistic cultures. For Westerners, these differences can be a shock to the system. Suddenly the familiar rules don't apply, and every interaction is a lesson in adaptation. But that's the beauty of travel. Stepping outside your comfort zone and seeing the world through new eyes. And sometimes those moments of confusion turn into laughter. Misunderstandings become stories and strangers become friends. It's these unexpected connections that make travel not just fascinating, but truly unforgettable. The UAE is a place where the old and the new don't just coexist, they blend, creating a landscape that's both ancient and futuristic. Tradition stands proudly beside ambition, and every day is a celebration of contrasts. That's where the magic happens, in the space between worlds, where every encounter is a chance to learn, to laugh, and to grow. Only visiting Dubai? You miss the context, the story behind the shine. You miss the mountains of Rak, the fresh fish in Fujairah, the museums of Sharjah, and the silence of the empty quarter. You miss meeting Emiratis, hearing their stories, and tasting real home-cooked dishes like al-hariz and makbuz. The soul of the UAE is in its heritage, landscapes, and people. It's in the call to prayer in a quiet village, the scent of frankincense, the sight of a dhow at sunset. Dubai is the business card, the rest is the heart. Don't settle for a vacation. Seek a transformative experience. Connect with the true Arabia. Ready to see the real UAE? Here's how. Rent a car. The country's small, roads are great, and freedom is key. Get out of the cities. Hike the Hajar Mountains, camp in the empty quarter, swim in Fujairah. Pack more water than you think you'll need. Eat locally, skip hotel restaurants, find crowded cafeterias, try traditional dishes. Ask for recommendations, locals love to share their favorites. Learn a few words of Arabic, shukran, goes a long way. Dress modestly, especially in smaller towns. Be curious, be respectful, ask questions, talk to people. Emiratis are proud of their heritage. Don't just take pictures, make connections. The real UAE is waiting just beyond the last skyscraper. Go find it.